Welcome to this Europe Hotel School Masterclass on Strategic Hospitality Distribution. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack the critical decisions that really can make or break a hotel's success in today's market. Hello, and a warm welcome to all students. As your guide, my whole purpose here is to give you practical, real-world knowledge that you can actually use, helping you grow into the professional you want to be in this amazing industry. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to dig into the fundamental challenge every single hotel faces. Then, we'll look at the tools you have to solve it, your distribution channels. After that, we tackle the big one, the OTA versus direct debate. Then we'll get into building a smart strategy. And finally, we'll boil it all down to your key takeaways. Sound good? Let's jump in. Okay, let's start with the absolute heart of the matter. This is the constant push and pull in hotel management. Getting seen by as many guests as possible, that's your visibility, and actually making good money from their stay, that's profitability. This is really the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you get your hotel in front of a ton of people, but at the same time make sure every booking is actually good for your bottom line? You're about to see these two goals can sometimes feel like they're pulling you in totally opposite directions. So let's break this down. On one side, you've got visibility. You have to be where the travelers are. On the other side, you've got profitability. The need to keep as much of that revenue as you can from every single room you sell. Becoming a master of distribution is all about managing the tension between these two.
So you might be asking, how do we actually manage this balance? Well, the answer is in understanding the tools you have to work with. And that brings us perfectly to our next section, the distribution channels that make up your toolkit for success.
So what is a distribution channel? It's really simple. It's any path a guest can take to find and book your hotel. But here's the crucial part, and something we emphasize at Europe Hotel School. No two channels are created equal. Every single one has its own benefits and, you bet, its own costs. Just think of the whole distribution landscape like this. You've got the global giants, your online travel agencies, or OTAs. You've got your most profitable tool in the shed, your own hotel website. And then, of course, you have all the other routes, from corporate travel systems and wholesalers to travel agents and people just walking in the door. Every one of these is a different tool for a different job. Now, let's zero in on what is probably the most important strategic choice in today's digital world. It's that constant tug of war between the OTAs and your own direct bookings. Here's the fundamental trade-off, plain and simple. OTAs, like Booking.com, Expedia, you know the names, they offer you just unbelievable reach. They put your hotel in front of millions. But the cost? Well, it's those high commission fees. On the flip side, direct bookings through your own website are by far the most profitable. But that profit comes at a price. You have to invest, and invest heavily, in your own marketing. This quote from the school just nails the modern strategy perfectly. See, the point isn't to pick one over the other, it's about using the strengths of each. You leverage the massive marketing muscle of the OTAs to get discovered, to get on the map, and then you create a fantastic experience so that next time, that guest has every reason to come directly to you. And this is where we move into the real art of strategy. It's not about just picking a channel. It's about being a conductor, leading an orchestra of channels to create a beautiful piece of music, which, in this case, is maximum revenue. A healthy hotel never ever relies on just one source of business. This chart right here, this shows a really strong balanced channel mix. You'll notice direct bookings are the biggest slice of the pie, but OTAs and other channels are still playing a huge strategic role. This kind of diversity, it makes you resilient. It maximizes every opportunity. The philosophy we teach our students is all about strategic integration. Your goal is not to go to war with OTAs or to get rid of any other channel. No. The goal is to deeply understand what each channel does best, and then use it for that specific purpose as part of your bigger plan. So, how do you actually beef up that direct channel? Here's your action plan. Step 1. Make sure your website is fast, easy to use, and shows up on Google. Step 2. Give people a real reason to book with you directly. Offer them an exclusive package, bonus loyalty points, something they just can't get anywhere else. Then go find them with targeted marketing, and finally, make the booking process itself totally seamless and clear. Now, as you're managing all these different channels, there is one non-negotiable golden rule you must always follow, and it's called rate parity. This is an absolute cornerstone of professional management. So why is this so critical? It really comes down to one word: trust. If a guest finds a cheaper price for your hotel on an OTA than on your own website, poof, you've lost their trust. And it's the same with your partners. If they see you undercutting them, you've damaged that professional relationship. Parity is the foundation of a stable, trustworthy strategy.
Okay, let's wrap this up. We're going to summarize all of this knowledge into your professional mandate. These are the principles that will guide you to success in your career.
Here they are, your 4 key takeaways. Number 1, in every decision you make, always balance visibility with profitability. 2, master the art of using OTAs for reach and your direct channels for profit. 3, build a diverse, strategic, and resilient mix of channels. And finally, number 4, uphold strict rate parity as a non-negotiable sign of trust and professionalism.
So, I'll leave you with a challenge. Armed with everything we've just discussed, what would be the very first strategic move you'd make to optimize a hotel's distribution? How you answer that? Well, that's going to help define your path as a future leader in this industry. Thank you for joining us.